The Polar Ignite series has always been the closest to a normal smartwatch. Now, all the other Polar series, they never had a AMOLED display, and certainly the touch display wasn't working that great. But things definitely have changed with the brand new Polar Ignite 3. A 1.28-inch AMOLED touch display with a crisp resolution of 416 by 416 pixels. Just as a quick comparison, even though the Polar Ignite 2 has the same 43 by 43 millimeter dimensions, we only have a 1.2-inch TFT display with a huge black ring around the actual display and a low resolution of just 240 by 240 pixels. So right here we probably have the biggest upgrade, and it's my favorite upgrade as well. Plus, the big black ring all around your display, this one got a lot smaller as well. Alright, there are also some things that pretty much stay the same. So this watch weighs in at 21 grams without the strap. It is water resistant up to 30 meters, and we have a smooth 20 millimeter silicone strap that is a little textured, and it does feel pretty nice. On the one side of the watch we get one physical button which either opens up the sport modes, or by long pressing it, it syncs with your smartphone. By the way, this one is compatible with iOS and Android smartphones. Some more cool features that we have on this watch are the watch faces. This analog watch face that we get by default does look nice, but we can even interact with the metrics that are displayed on it and use them as little shortcuts to the different apps like our weather. Over in the watch face section, we can change layouts and styles of the display, change the hands and the color, but the bad thing is that we are stuck with this one single watch face. So now that we got a better display, an AMOLED display with a crisp resolution, we cannot even make use of it. So it's a slight bummer. So maybe they will upgrade that in the future, but I doubt it. Now there are some things that I just simply hate about smartwatches. Now if you talk about the Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, or the Fossil Watch, all of those smartwatches only last about a day or about 2 days at maximum. Now, we don't get that problem with the Polar Ignite 3. This one lasts for about 5 days on normal usage and 30 hours in a continuous GPS mode with your active heart rate. So that might be the biggest reason I would rather go with a Polar Ignite 3. Another smart function that you get on this device is that you can receive notifications from just about every app on your smartphone. The downside to this is that you cannot reply to any messages and you're left with just reading, and if you want to reply, you've got to do it on your smartphone. The Polar Ignite 3 also has quite a few health features, and my favorite one is definitely the sleep tracker. This is probably as good as it gets. It will track your sleep duration and your different sleep cycles, which are your light and deep sleep and your REM and awake time. And all of that seems to be pretty accurate. You also get a sleep score based on the amount of sleep that you get, the sleep solidity, and your regeneration during the night, which leads me to the nightly recharge. This feature lets you know how much your body recovered during the night. Now, the big problem right here is that besides of the sleep tracker, we only have a heart rate tracker, and that's it for the health features. Of course, you get some other features and metrics like your daily steps, your travel distance, and your burned calories, even though I wouldn't really trust the number that we get on the burned calories. It always seems to be a little bit high. On a slow 3.5 kilometer bike ride, I burned over 119 calories in just 17 minutes, and an average pace of just 1 kilometer per hour. I guess that leads me right to the activity tracking and the built-in GPS. Overall, you can expect to get 150 sport modes on your watch, with 20 that you can have on your watch at all times, which you of course can swap out for another one anytime you want to over in the Polar Flow app. Every one of those sport profiles can be customized. Now, for example, for the running, I can change the heart rate settings, change pace and speed, have custom heart rate zones. I can toggle on several features like the back to start feature that will lead you back to the starting point in the quickest possible way, and I can create my very own display with a set of metrics like my heart rate, distance, pace, duration, but there are also many more that you can choose. Now, the built-in GPS of the Polar Ignite 3 might be one of the best ones, except of a few sections, but everything else was just on track. In the park, in an open space, it of course was super accurate, but even in the city it was very accurate and only cut corners every now and then. So this one's definitely worth using. Alright, back to the watch. If you swipe down, you will get to your rather short quick panel with only some essential features like the D&D mode, alarm, flight mode, and a timer. And by swiping left and right, you will circle through all of your different tiles, which can be adjusted in the settings so you can kick some out of the rotation, or you can even add some more to it. First up, we got our daily stats with my heart rate, my active time and burn calories. Next up, we got our workout history. We we get to see the dawn and dusk time, a rather detailed weather widget for the next 3 days for every single hour, the standard cardio load status and a nightly recharge that we have already talked about. You also get daily training suggestions with different workouts that you can do, and you get a standard music player. If you push the side button, we get to some more features like Serene, which is a guided breathing session. You got the fueling feature, which reminds you to stay hydrated and high on carbs during longer workouts like a marathon. You have different timers like an alarm, stopwatch and a timer. Or you can even test yourself in different activities like walking, running, or fitness to track your progress. Now there are a few things that I just have to mention about this watch, and there are 2 positive and 1 negative. Now let's start with the positives, of course. Now we have an alarm that will wake you up in the morning with some super light vibrations, which I like a lot. And in the past, I had a lot of problems with the Polar brand regarding the connection. Now, the Polar Ignite 3 always stayed connected to my smartphone whatever I did. Now, as I mentioned, there's 1 negative thing, and that is that this watch is a little bit lagging. So when you swipe left and right, if you want to open some apps, if you push the button, it always takes a second or 2, and it's really not the fastest. Now guys, that's all it for today. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.